Have you ever felt misunderstood because you're highly intelligent? Like your brain is constantly running at full speed, processing more information than most people can handle? Well, you're not alone, and what you're feeling might be more common than you think. But instead of seeing it as a burden, it's time to view these struggles as signs of strength. In this video, we're going to explore the 8 hidden struggles of being a highly intelligent person and show you how you can turn them into a unique advantage. Intelligence is often seen as a superpower, but in practice, being highly intelligent can bring many psychological challenges that most people don't understand. If you've ever felt like your mind never stops, you feel isolated or even overwhelmed by so much thinking, you're probably dealing with some of these struggles. And yes, these challenges can be painful, but they can also be transformed into incredible strengths. Let's then unveil the 8 hidden struggles of being a highly intelligent person. Sense of social isolation. The first struggle many face is social isolation. Intelligence often creates a gap between you and others. When you think more deeply or see the world in a more complex way, it can be hard to find people who share your perspective. This can lead to loneliness, even in crowded places. Research shows that highly intelligent people tend to have a harder time connecting with others due to their elevated reasoning levels and the lack of understanding from those around them. However, it's important to remember that this isolation can be an opportunity for self-discovery and for seeking connections with people who share similar interests. Instead of seeing solitude as a burden, view it as a space for personal growth. Excessive perfectionism. Perfectionism is another common trait among highly intelligent people. The tendency to want everything to be flawless can create immense internal pressure. This isn't just exhausting. It can also lead to procrastination, as the fear of failure keeps you from starting or finishing tasks. Studies show that perfectionism is not about striving for excellence, but is often rooted in fear of failure and insecurity. Instead of demanding so much from yourself, try redefining your expectations and appreciating progress, not perfection. The goal is to grow, not to be flawless. And remember, making mistakes is part of the learning process, and it's what makes us wiser and more resilient. Difficulty finding intellectual stimuli. A highly intelligent person often feels bored by routine or activities that don't challenge their mind. Since the brain is always looking for something new and stimulating, repetitive tasks or situations without challenges can feel frustrating. This can create a sense of disinterest or even dissatisfaction. Research indicates that people with high intelligence have a greater need for cognitive stimuli and can feel bored with tasks that others find interesting. The good news is you can seek activities that challenge your mind in creative ways, such as learning new skills, exploring intellectually stimulating hobbies, or engaging in deep debates with others. The pursuit of challenges is a reflection of your limitless potential. Lack of understanding from others. A lack of understanding from those around you is a significant struggle. Since you see things in a more complex way, you often feel misunderstood, as if you're speaking a different language. This can lead to frustration, especially when others can't follow your reasoning. Psychology explains that this happens because intelligent people tend to process information in multiple layers and more abstract ways. Instead of blaming others for not understanding, try communicating your thoughts in simpler, clearer ways. Additionally, seek out people who share your vision and can understand the depth of your ideas. Over time, you'll realize that others' understanding doesn't depend on changing who you are, but on finding the right channels to express yourself. Excessive overthinking. The mind of a highly intelligent person is always overthinking everything. This can become a problem when you start questioning even the simplest things or get lost in a whirlwind of thoughts. This excessive overthinking can lead to anxiety because you're constantly revisiting options, possibilities, and outcomes. Studies show that constant overthinking can lead to stress and even depression. To manage this, try mindfulness techniques or meditation, which help calm the mind and focus on the present. Remember, thinking is important, but resting your mind is also essential for well-being. Difficulty delegating tasks. Highly intelligent people often have difficulty delegating tasks. This happens because since you can do everything with ease, it's hard to trust that others will be able to execute things the same way. However, this attitude can lead to burnout and overwhelm. Research shows that the fear that others won't meet your high standards is a major barrier to delegation. The solution is learning to trust others and accepting that not everyone needs to do things your way. Delegating allows you to free up your mind for more challenging and creative activities. Need for solitude. The need for solitude is something that many highly intelligent people experience. This desire to be alone isn't about being antisocial, but about needing space to reflect, create, and recharge. While solitude can be extremely productive, it can also be interpreted as social withdrawal, leading to feelings of disconnection. Psychology suggests that solitude is a reflection of your desire for self-discovery and personal growth. By embracing and valuing this alone time, you give yourself the opportunity to grow and reach new levels of emotional intelligence. And remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Unrealistic expectations. Finally, one common struggle among highly intelligent people is having unrealistic expectations of themselves. Since you know what you're capable of, you can set goals and standards that are very high. This can lead to frustration when those expectations aren't met. Studies show that high expectations are often a reflection of the desire for perfection, something that will never be fully achieved. The key here is acceptance. Recognize that you are always in a process of evolution, and every small achievement is an important step. Be kind to yourself. Now that we've explored these 8 struggles, it's important to understand that while they might seem challenging, they are also signs of your potential. Instead of fighting against these struggles, embrace them as opportunities to grow even more. Your intelligence is a blessing, and with the right tools, you can turn these challenges into advantages. If you identified with these struggles and want to learn more about how psychology can help you in mind and well-being, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Here, I always bring powerful insights to help you better understand yourself and the world around you. See you in the next video.